What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy New Year to you all. Hope everyone is doing great. Hey, man, today is January 1st, and we are in a new year. Eddie Harvey here, guys. I'm breaking down a new updated video for you guys on the Harmonic scanner from a GBPAUD entry from that I took last week and did a video on. So just seeing what's going on with this, just observing, continuing on, and sharing with you guys what I'm looking at and how I utilize the scanner, right? So in the last video I did talking about the scanner, right? I was on an entry for it and I was up about 30, 40 pips. I was in at, that was on, I think Wednesday it was, I got in. Wednesday or Thursday? Wednesday, one of them, I can't remember. But when I look at when I was in on this trade at 70, yeah, I was on a 1.7817, right? And it went up literally almost over 100 pips, right? Over 100 pips. I trailed it up, it hit my stop profit, and then guess what it did? So it literally, if you look at it based off of what you see here, just showing you guys, as you know, just real quick recap on what the scanner does. Obviously, it prints scans, semi-automatic trading, right? Where it gives you different trade entries for you to be able to take. As you can see here, take profit one, take profit two. Entry one, entry two. Then you have different take profit levels 1, 2, and 3 as potential entries, and then the invalidation level. So what ended up happening is you can see here, let's say now the scan, this is a new scan that printed, but the scan at the time, when it's printed out initially, the previous GBPAUD scan, let me say that, it started from right here and it did hit the entry and then it moved up and hit TP1. So that's why when you're looking at trades at minimum, obviously you want to, if you're utilizing it, set a goal for where, hey, I'm gonna put my take profit at TP1, and if you trade in multiple entries, or at least take partials, and then move your stop loss into profit so you can secure yourself a risk-free trade. So what happens is this type of trade, this is more of a swing trade, right? And if you look at the different entries and if you look at the potential to take profits, I talked about it in my last video where I said there's definitely going to be the possibility of a pullback. And that's exactly what happened. It pulled back, came back down to the entry, went past entry one, and now it's in a situation to where it extended out, and where it's consolidating right here, right? It consolidated, it started from leftover on Friday and continues consolidating right in here, okay? And now it's dancing, right under entry one and trying to make its mind up on if it's gonna push down and go here and definitely go to entry two, or even go past that and go towards the stop loss level, or is it now going to eventually take off and go back to this TP1, which is right now, if you look at based off right here, this is the high right here. So it's created a high, and this is the low right here at this entry, okay? So now it can go here and come back and create an equal high or below past this, and then continue and making its way up. Now, what's going on in the markets is, obviously, here we are at the beginning of the new year. End of December, the markets definitely are always more choppy. There's a lot of indecisiveness, part of it being people are on vacation, this holiday season, right? So, when you got a choppy market and things that normally will play out, doesn't always happen that way. So you can look for the market to become more stable and more consistent second week of January, right? So with that being said, though, GBPAUD is more, the GBP pairs can be more volatile, and they can definitely range. And what happened here is not uncommon. But when it started having this momentum, right, it typically was hoping it would have broke this high over here and continue to an uptrend, and it did not. So it hit this, pushed up, created a high right here, and this was pretty much an equal high, almost with this level here. This is a strong resistance area, and it pushed back down, and now it created this low. Okay, before this was the lowest point, but now it broke past that low and came down here, and now this is where we're at with it. So what would I look for off of this as far as a potential entry? Well, when I showed you where everything lined up with this trade, where boom, you had the candle here and you're able to definitely just off the scanner take an entry. Because what I love about this scanner is that it gives you it puts you in a situation to where literally it keeps it simple to where if you line up all of the colors, you can take a trade, right? Where, hey, if you get a blue candle, a blue confirmation arrow, and then on the different indicators where you have is blue here, then you have blue over red here and blue over red here, you can enter the trade. So that's simplicity, right? And does it always pan out that way? No, but does it pan out that way a lot? Yeah. So that's one simple way you can trade. But if you have a strategy you're looking to implement and truly want to understand the markets and go deeper, then obviously you can utilize this as a gauge onto what you are looking to do with a trade. So for me personally, so what I like to do, right? I'm looking at price right here. I'm trapping price. Okay. I got this consolidation here. So all I'm looking to do personally, right? Now that off of this candle boom, now we have a new entry, right? It bounced off the bottom part, this lowest low right here of the scanner. We had a strong push up with a bullish candle, and now it's starting to move up, right? But that doesn't mean I'm going to get in. So I'm going to create my support zone here, and then I'm going to create. So I can say, well, what would I create a buy zone? I got because I have resistance here, I have resistance here, I have a resistance here, right? So I'm going to create it right here. So now, if you look right here, I got consolidation, right? I got some market structure. Price came down here, bounced back up here, came back down here, and now come back up here. I have multiple touches at the support level and at the resistance level, and if it does come to this level, I wanted to break out above this area here. So I would love to get a bullish candle to break out above this area here and then push back and retest at that zone and then continue to the upside for a buy entry. So that's what I'll be looking at. So here, come back, retest anywhere in the zone, and then continue up. And the same thing for a trade to the downside, where it would need to break this level, retest this level, right, and then continue down to where it may just hit the second entry, or it may continue to push down. So, but this is how I have it, where I'm looking for a buy this way and I'm looking for a sell this way. And that's how I mean, for me personally, I do have other ways I trade, but this has always been the most consistent and most profitable strategy for me. And this is how I love using the harmonic scanner. And this is I love the big scans. This is a huge scan here off of this shark pattern. And, if you look here, even if it came back and I took it from here, when I went to the TP3 potential entry, guys, that's 480 potential pips, right? If based off of what they're giving me, and then if you look at a stop loss here, that's a big stop loss depending on where you're taking it from. That's 260 pips. So, but even if you did that, right? Let's just say if I followed the scanner's points and I just took entry when everything lined up, and I took it off of entry one, and look at right here, it's a 233 pip stop loss and a 500 pip TP, that's over a 1 to 2, still a 1 to 2 risk reward. But if it's about if you're a swing trader or not, I'm not personally a swing trader. So I'm an intraday trader. So what I'll do, I'll chop this down to where, hey, I'll get in and I'll trail it up. I'll, like I did before, move my stop loss and profit, take partials off of take partials or twin trade it either way, right? And then I'll trail it in profit. And if it hits my stop profit, then so be it. Then guess what I'll be doing? I'll just be moving along with it, looking for my next potential entry out of a consolidation zone. So that's what's going on with GBPAUD for me. And this is how I use a scanner. I love the harmonic scanner, man. And it's printing out some beautiful scans already. Have a few here. Then if you look at some of these from a couple of days ago, some of these are already panning out. So if I go look at GBP, this is the GBP CAD trade right here, where if you look right here, look at this. It came and it hit the entry and went all the way and smashed through to take profit 3. So it just does.